My trachea is full of congested phlegm, and that's what you're hearing is distortion. It's not actually me putting that on purpose. It's good for the record. If it's it's not stuff, I'm afraid. I know it's gross, but I've got bronchial infection, and showing you that I can still sing through it in some way. I just get a bit chester. Lay it on the line. So when I try and get clean, the actual build up and the distortion you're hearing is coming as I'm trying to hold back, still keeping a thin air pressure going through the cords, so not to overexert, because I know the cords are laden with extra mucus and stuff, so that could make me sing harder. And if I do that, then I'm liable to damage stuff. So what I'm doing here is I'm singing against the elements. You know, I'm sacrificing tone, sacrificing pinginess, that kind of zing I normally get in the high end. If I go high enough, I can get it. But right where this crap is sitting, because I have bronchitis at the moment, it doesn't mean I still can't sing through it. Just I have to recognize where it's sitting, and it's a heavier load, so I need a little bit more support at certain places, and also not to expect too much. You know, don't expect those notes to come out clean. Normally I can sing that Triumph song, lay it on the line. It's super clean, but with its chestiness, I'm fine higher up, I'm fine higher low. Lower down, by the way. But it's usually it affects you most in your bridging area and that transition where we shift gears. So just want to show you, it's human. It happens to all of us, you know, even when you think your voice is super clean. So I can do that. But I could do, for example, Great White. Come the morning, won't you wake me, or whatever it's doing. Dealing with the devil, there's no help from above. Stealing with the devil through this house of broken love. And that actual interference in my chords, that extra mucus, I can use that tonally. I can use it stylistically if I use it in that kind of thing. Bro! You can hear it right there between the chords. Chords clean, higher up. Bro! Bro! But lower down. Bro! And that's not incomplete chord closure. That is extraneous mucus vibrating on the chords. Broken love. Hence the episode in Friends when Phoebe has a cold and she thinks her voice is so sexy that she wants to, you know, get a cold all the time. So just be mindful that your vocal cords are going to be under different conditions each time. And it's recognizing that, hey, I'm lifting weight today, and I'm not prepared. I know how far I can go. I'm not going to push it. I can go like, yeah, in my upper modal voice, right up to maybe that E flat change over. I'm nice and clear there. As soon as I go thin-fold, because I'm only mildly overly mucosed, if there's such a verb, I can only feel the weight of the mucus when I thin my chords out. If I'm singing with full chord, yeah! Obviously, their relationship is probably only, 10% compared to the full depth of chord I'm using. When I go into my middle or head voice and I really thin the chords out, now the impact of the mucus and also the viscosity of the mucus, this stuff is not what your body normally makes. This is gunk. It's thick. It's heavy. It's from a chest infection. And so that's sitting right on the cord. So immediately when I go to thin now, I'm really, what they would say in boxing, I'm on the ropes. I have to take it so easy. I got to allow the cracks to happen. I can't push because I'm doing the right thing internally as far as the vocalist goes. But as far as my systemic condition is, I have way too much mucus for these chords for this, this sound. So you're going to get those days where it is, nobody can sing this super clean. Like, lay it on the line. Lay it on the line. I can hear the little scratchiness, and I'm sorry to do this, but look. That little thing is just lying my chords. If you're a singer, this won't put you off, right? I wonder if I go higher, would it be easier? That's an F. F, G, A minor. Let's do. Oops, sorry. How's my playing? Good? Any good? So I'm actually safer higher up because where I thin the chords out so much, that gunk that's living, I can feel it's right in there, and you've all had this, singers, is less of an intrusion when I'm singing that higher note. Yeah, and they'll probably get progressively easier. It's where I'm on the A, which is like a pivotal note for me. That's right there. Because I can pass that note off as a chesty tone sometimes, I can belt the A. And that's why it's sitting right in my problematic zone. It's just before the second gear change, which for me is B flat. And is for most guys, right? So when I'm singing here, lay it on the line. That's, it's quite chesty and belty. So that inflammation and that, how do you say that, debris that's going on here is much more of a problem for me in that key. However, in a different key, I'm absolutely fine if I move it up a tone. Lay it on the line. Guitar is shit, but voice is clean because I'm beyond where the stuff is interfering. And it's important to know that there's parts of your voice where, because of what we're doing with shifting the tension of either the cricothyroid muscles or the TA muscles, pardon me, and I have a horribly infectious cough at the moment. I can still sing like this, which shows you can still manage your voice. Okay, don't get shit scared just because you got a cough or a tickle. We can just move around it and realize, don't push through it. If I try and over-sing through the sludge, and as I say, for me it lies in that transitional area from E to A, usually the most problematic notes. It doesn't bother me in my chest register because it makes my sound, as Phoebe says in Friends, I sound great down there when I'm congested or infected. But it doesn't do great favors to your higher range normally. And for us singers, particularly in the mid-range shift, is where it really gets you. Because as you start to thin the chords out, what you're doing is you're changing the relationship between the volume of the phlegm against the volume of the chord, right? So chest voice, imagine we've got a big thick chord, we've got a little layer of phlegm sitting on top, doesn't bother us. As we go thinner, and you just go through break, well then we got 50-50, that little bit of horrible, overprotective fluid is getting in the way of the smooth vibration of the chords, and it will cause distortion sounding sounds. It'll cause you to sound hoarse and things. But remember, if you know the science, then you know you're good. Just don't push. Never, ever overexert. Just allow the sound to happen and think, okay, well, tonight, that song, when I know my G's and A's are going to sound a little... but they're not damaging. The chords are not in any danger. They're just surrounded by extremely thick mucosal protection fluid. All right? And that's all it is.